National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali joins me live to discuss some issues which might be addressed as soon as the National Assembly resumes. Now, thank you, Lami, for joining us. What do you think will be on the front burner once the legislature resumes tomorrow, Tuesday?
Well, thank you very much for having me. Remember that before the Senate and the House of Representatives went on recess, for the first time, the National Assembly was faced with the new constitutional amendments, which compels the presidents and state governors to submit the names of ministerial nominees and commissioner nominees 2 months or 60 days after taking office. And so when Mr. President submitted the list of his ministerial nominees, the Senate had to stay back even during weekends to ensure that it carries out that very, very important constitutional exercise, which is the screening and confirmation of ministers as submitted by Mr. President. Now, in the interim, the Senate and the House of Representatives will also be looking at their legislative agenda, which they did not do before they went on recess. Remember that what they did was the composition of the leadership after election of the presiding officers, that is Senate President, Deputy Senate President for the Senate, and then the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker for the House of Representatives, and then the leadership, that's the minority leadership and the majority leadership, were also put in place, as well as standing committees for both chambers, that's the bicameral legislature. Remember also that the two chambers screened service chiefs, that is Chief of Defense Staff and the 3 service chiefs, are submitted. Now, when they resume, they're going to be also looking at their legislative agenda. The practice is that for each session of every assembly, they come up with issues of priority, matters that they're going to be addressing, matters that are going to be of priority for them in the 4-year life cycle of the 2 assemblies, of the 2 chambers. And so that's what we're going to be seeing. And then this evening, there was important information that came up from the office of the leader of the Senate, that is Opeyemi Bamidele, which notified the public that the president has already transmitted his nominees for the position of the CBN, that is Michael Cardoso, for confirmation, for screening and confirmation, alongside the 4 listed deputy governors nominees, as well as also the 2 additional ministers which the president nominated when the 2 chambers were on recess. So when the National Assembly resumes tomorrow, the first item that the Red Chamber, let me say, will be concentrating on, as we saw from the information from the office of the Senate leader, is that they will screen the CBN governor alongside the 4 deputy governors. And from the response of one of the interviewees, that is one of the senators, you heard that...
so essentially, though, what you're saying is the front burner will be some of these legislative agenda, and of course the screening was the main thing just before they went on recess. So we've run out of time, Lami, and we would like to take you up on more of that, but thank you for giving us an in-depth look.
Okay, let me just say this.
We're just going to call for break, and perhaps when we return, the news will continue shortly. Stay tuned.